All right, Phil, thank you very much. So depending on where you are, you could receive a fair amount of snow or might not receive any at all. So what in fact goes into this prediction of when and where a storm will be? More complicated than simply expecting Minneapolis's weather, for example, to always come here. Some trained predictors gave Fox 11's Eric Peterson a closer look today at how it's done.
At the National Weather Service office in Ashwaubenon, 14 meteorologists work around the clock tracking storms across northeast Wisconsin. 6 computers provide 6 different outcomes to an approaching weather system.
Each computer model will have a slightly different simulation and solution to how a storm affects the Midwest. The models give us a scenario on what might happen, and the forecaster uses their experience to decide whether or not that model is onto something.
Fox 11's Director of Meteorology, Pete Petoniak, says his job seems simple.
People want to know how much snow we're going to have in their backyard.
Petoniak has been tracking this latest storm.
Most of the snow will stay in the southwestern portion of our viewing area.
He says 2 systems are coming together, and there'll be a big difference in snow totals.
Where you can go maybe 40 miles and go from basically 1 inch to 6 inches or 7 inches.
Petoniak says computer models have improved. One model recently followed a storm all the way from Japan.
You could see that something was happening, and it was probably going to impact the central portion of the United States, and it did hold up, and it actually did give us some snow as well.
But if you ask any meteorologist, they'll probably say forecasting the weather in the Midwest can be a challenge.
Including those storms that consolidate over this part of the country. Lake Michigan has a big effect on our weather as well.
There's a lot of churning in our guts sometimes that we're kind of saying, you know.
That's why we'll always have human beings making weather forecasts.
In Ashwaubenon, Eric Peterson, Fox 11 News.
And of course, it's more than just winter storms that involve the meteorologists. Spring severe weather, they say, could begin in a month or so.